make me smile, always make me smile. Always make me smile, always make me smile.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're looking at me right now and you're completely shocked by my hair, please check out my last video. I recorded an entire video of me getting my hair cut and me talking about, why I wanted to make that decision to cut my hair. So definitely check that out. However, this video is about my trip to Brazil. I really hope you guys enjoyed that intro as much as I enjoyed recording it. It was a lot of fun. I want you to know that all of those clips were shot on my iPhone. I know you guys are going, here we go again, but the quality is great. It's amazing. iPhones may not be at a point where they can replace professional cameras, in my opinion. They're definitely at a point where they can replace the need for a vlog camera. So if you're just going out, you're traveling, or you're just capturing your your day-to-day movements, and you want to share that on social media, or you want to share that with your friends and your family, your iPhone is more than capable. So definitely don't need a vlog camera, in my opinion. Now, this video, I'm gonna look at my phone because I have notes here about what I want to talk about. I want to keep this as concise as possible. I spent close to 4 months in Brazil, but not every moment was extremely exciting and thrilling, especially because although I arrived in Sao Paulo June 2nd, I ended up less than 48 hours later in Angra dos Reis, in a very small town called Parque Mambucaba, which is where my boyfriend lives. Where my boyfriend lives, it's rural, it's very small, like we say in Spanish, campo. Not much to do. Uber Eats is not available there. Uber is not available there. Like if you want to Uber, you have to find people on Facebook or find numbers for people who do Uber, on their own, like outside of the application. So and that's where I spent the majority of my time. I will insert clips here of what, the street where he lived looked on, where the area was, very rural, lots of dogs, lots of cats, the case in a lot of Brazil, but also lots of horses in the streets and stuff. However, he did live close to some pretty amazing beaches, and I included a few of those beaches in the intro, and I'll include some others now. Sorry if the footage isn't as stable. I don't feel like pulling on my tripod. I'm so lazy. I wanted this to be a really quick intro. Okay, so I just say that to say I'm going to be concise. I'm going to talk about the major points about my trip. I'm going to talk about the week that I spent in Rio de Janeiro, the city center, where I went and I saw Christ the Redeemer, one of the 7 wonders of the world, where I saw Sugarloaf Mountain and all these other famous tourist attractions, things that bring a lot of people to Brazil. I will also insert clips and stuff about my time and the 2 weeks we spent in Sao Paulo. So much fun. I love Sao Paulo so much. It reminded me a lot of home, of New York, here, United States of America. But it was it was cool. We did so many cool things. Some of the clips will be vertical. I'm sorry about that. In the moment, I included and created as many horizontal clips as I could, but in the moment I was also posting things on Instagram and stuff. So some of the clips are vertical. I just wanted to film this intro, giving you a quick overview of what you'll see, and I hope you enjoy it. At the very end of the trip, we actually went to Rio de Janeiro again, to the city center again, because my mother came to visit to meet my boyfriend, which was so amazing. So you'll see some clips and things from that as well. I will do a voiceover for the rest of the video, so you don't have to look at me anymore, and you can just enjoy the images and stuff from Brazil. I really hope you like it. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. because I'm not a professional like videographer or anything, and I take time out of my full-time job to do this for you guys and also for myself, of course. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed, and here it goes. Thanks, guys. So actually, one of the first things we did as a couple was spend Valentine's Day together. Valentine's Day is actually June 12th in Brazil. So random, I know, but it was perfect timing for me because I arrived at his house June 4th. So we decided to do a boat trip. It was so amazing. I mean, look at these views. It's an Airbnb experience. I'll link it down below just in case you happen to be in this corner of Brazil. This area is called Paraty. It's about an hour from his house. He really loved it as well. It was his first time ever on a boat. So, fun fact. So he got in the water. He, as you can see in these clips here, he really had a grand old time. I tried to stand up on that thing like he did, but it just wasn't working. I was too nervous. But from there, we went and got in a smaller boat and actually had lunch on a nearby island. So it was a lot of fun.
Always make you smile, always make you smile. Always make you smile.
So Valentine's Day was June 12th, and then the following weekend, June 19th, we actually decided to go to the city center of Angra to have photos taken. In this next clip, you're going to see a lady pushing me, rowing me across the water. She's actually taking me back from the photo shoot, and she's the photographer. So I'm going to insert the clips of the photos that she took now. Please keep in mind that these photos were edited by me, the vast majority of them. She did take them, though. I'll give her that credit. The next highlight actually that I want to share with you guys is our stay in Rio together alone. We stayed at the Grand Sheraton Rio Hotel and Resort. This is the view from our hotel room, guys. Like, what? It was so amazing. I cannot recommend this place enough. Like, we had so much fun just staying at that hotel. There's so many amenities and things you can enjoy just at the hotel. I also wanted to insert a clip of what it looked like at nighttime. And it was just nice to get away from the rural area and just enjoy that beautiful scenery. View at like 6 o'clock in the morning. This is the poolside view of the hotel. This is me at the poolside area. There was poolside plus a bar, which we got amazing caipirinhas that come in all different sorts of flavors: passion fruit, pineapple, lime, strawberry, mango, you name it, and you can get it mixed up. You got one free drink a day in the plan or the package that we choose. Excuse my dog, he's sneezing. So these are caipirinhas, one of the most popular drinks in Brazil. Here is a photo of my boyfriend having breakfast. Breakfast was also included, so that was amazing. Here is us having another caipirinha by the poolside, and that's actually the lobby of the hotel. There's pictures of both of us sitting in the lobby, and this is another picture of us poolside. It was so much fun. So while we were in Rio, we actually took a cooking class. We did an Airbnb experience where we learned how to make moqueca do peixe. It's like a fish stew. It was very good. You can see here us making the food, and then we actually sat down with the homeowners and had a very delicious meal with that, rice and farofa. And then after that, we went to their terrace and saw the views. You can see Christ from there. You can see this is the amazing view from her terrace. So that was an amazing experience.
Onde nós estamos é montanha, é o Maitá, o nome.
Maitá.
O Maitá. Aqui é o Jardim Botânico. Então logo ali na frente é onde fica o Parque Jardim Botânico. Tá? É logo ali. Aí pra lá você tem Gávea, depois você tem chegando o Leblon, lá já é Leblon, tá? Bem pra cá Ipanema
E depois
atrás aqui da gente Copacabana.
So the next day was our full day tour, and the first stop was to see Christ the Redeemer. There was a lot of monkeys when we went to go see Christ the Redeemer, and they told us that those monkeys were dangerous, and I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. I know monkeys be killing people. But it was amazing. It was breathtaking. Another one of the seven wonders of the world on my list. So it's done. I've seen the Christ. I've seen the Taj Mahal. I've seen Chichen Itza. Very cool. Here are the famous steps where Pharrell and Snoop Dogg shot the beautiful video. I don't think they're famous for that reason, but you know, that's what I think about when I see them. So we visited there as well. All of this was included in the same tour. So if you're ever in Rio de Janeiro and you want to see all of the main spots in one day, hit me up. I have an awesome tour guide. Her name is Mariana. She's awesome. So here we're taking the cable car up to go see Sugarloaf Mountain. So fun, so beautiful. Lots of restaurants and stuff up there, as you'll see in the next clip. But that's how we ended our tour. And at the end of the tour, she picks you up from your hotel and she drops you back at your hotel. So you really can't beat that. You knock everything out in one day. My mother also took the same tour and she loved it when she came. Yeah, just more views of where we were at. Super beautiful. I love Rio de Janeiro. After that, we headed back to the little town where my boyfriend is from for like 4 or 5 days. And then we headed to Sao Paulo, which was one of my favorite parts of our trip. Chegamos ao nosso apartamento.
Quantos prédios?
São Paulo, cheguei. So while we were in Sao Paulo, we met up with 3 of my friends. This is us walking through a market on our way to go to the park to meet my friend Lucas, who actually after this day I think became more Jeremiah's friend, which is fine with me. But we went to this park called Parque Ibirapuera. It was beautiful. Like you can rent bikes and you can, oh, I just realized this child fell in the background of this video that I'm making. That's hilarious. But that is my friend Lucas, the one covered in tattoos, and him and Jeremy really hung out that day, and I was just enjoying the scenery because the park is enormous. There are like different doors. I think the doors go up from 1 to 12. I'm not sure. Maybe 1 to 8. All I know is we arrived at the 7th door, And Lucas was at the sixth door. So we were like, okay, that should be quick enough to get to him. It took us a good 10-15 minute walk to get to from the seventh door to the sixth door. So it's a huge park, but lots of fun. Here's Lucas feeding Doritos to the little animals there, which he shouldn't be doing that, but whatever. We stayed there for a good amount of time because the vibes were good. Lucas, he actually teaches Portuguese on italki, which is like a language learning website, and that's how I started talking to him and got to know him, and now we're all just really good friends. Here they're skipping rocks. I was, like I said, just sitting there enjoying them doing the silly things they were doing. Then after that, we got to see some folks skating. So cool. I didn't get to film some of the coolest footage that I saw, but there's some guys skating. Lucas is a serious skater, so after this, Jeremias felt inspired and wanted to learn how to skate a little bit. So you can see in the next clip, you can see Lucas trying to teach Jeremias to skate, which I just felt like maybe a crowded park with tons of people who actually know how to skate is not the best place to learn. But I was gonna, just let him live his life. So here we're going out. We went out with Laura and Mateos. They're actually my friends that I met while I was in Puerto Rico. They're Brazilian and they just happened to be visiting Puerto Rico, and we all did an Airbnb experience together, and that's how I met them. And it was so great that my boyfriend got to meet them as well. We had a lot of fun together. We went drinking, we got food, and we just hung out together. It was so much fun. So while we were in Sao Paulo, we also went horseback riding in a place called Maripuera, I think. Maripuera? I'm not sure how to say. But fun fact about me, wherever I can, I try to go horseback riding when I'm traveling. Even if it's somewhere in the United States, I really enjoy horseback riding. It brings me a lot of happiness. As you can see, I'm smiling so hard in all of these clips. So random, but we also made time to hit up the aquarium. This was literally like a last minute decision. It was like the Friday before the Sunday we were leaving, and I was like, yo, let's go. And I'm so glad we did, because the Sao Paulo aquarium is very different. There's so many. I'm not going to show all of the different creatures, but they had meerkats, they had lemurs, they had so many different unique types of animals that I wouldn't necessarily expect to find in an aquarium. And then they also had, of course, just a ton of just beautiful seals and sea lions, and they even had, man, look at this, it's so cute. They're so cute. They're like little sea puppies. I love them. But it was so much fun. Another random thing, a random animal that they had there that I was not expecting was kangaroos. Like, what? We both were like, when we saw the kangaroos, like, are you lost? What are you doing here? But it was so cool. I think this was the closest I've ever been to kangaroos. I've seen them before, like in zoos in the United States and stuff, but it was just so cool to see them in an aquarium. And there was so many of them. This is literally just one section of them. And then, of course, polar bears. That was a real treat too. So for the rest of this video, you guys, I'm just gonna show you clips and photos with some music because I don't want it to be too long, but I do want to share a few more things. So I'll include that in there. And of course, if you have any questions, please just let me know. And thank you again.